Howdy folks, it's Dalturl here and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We have already started the Discover Norway bush trip. We're going to do leg 2 today, and those of you who have been following along know I'm very nervous about this leg because in the Sweden bush trip, whenever we would leave the sim and come back to do another leg, it wouldn't count the leg. It would only count the legs if I started from leg 1 and flew continuously through the legs without leaving the sim. We've never had to do that before in the hundreds of legs we've done from all the bush trips. We've always been able to leave and come back. But for some reason, the Swedish one, there seems to be a bug. If you leave, you can't continue. So I'm hoping it's not a global thing that happens to all the bush trips because we've set the Sweden one aside. But we're going to find out right now today with Discover Norway Leg 2 if the bug is for this as well. So we're going to fly leg 2. I remember now I left the sim. I flew leg 1 a different day ago. So I left the sim, come back to the sim. We're going to do leg 2. And if it counts, great. I can stop worrying. If it doesn't count, we're just going to put the bush trips aside and submit a Zendesk ticket that says, for any of the bush trips, if you leave and come back, it doesn't count your leg. You have to fly it all in one sitting, which no one in their right mind would do. Right? Right. This also changed. This said 7 hours and 1 minute. Now it says 6 hours 54 minutes. Maybe that's how much I have left? No, because that would only be 7 minutes. Weird. Why would that change? Anyway, leg 2 today. I'm really nervous. I really hope it counts our progress. Because I really like doing these bush trips. I don't want to have to set them aside. So here we go, leg 2. Alright, we're still in the G36. We're going to repair and refuel. And alrighty, so just like before, we always get our GPS track for the first leg, but then after that we don't get it, which means we have to do this manually by hand, which is totally okay, because that's the fun way to do it anyway. So let's turn that off, winds are on. What's the caution for? Pitot heat is off. Don't really care, let's turn it on. Is it turned on? There we go, there we go. Come on, let's do that too, just because we can. And we'll use the timer here, because it's easier to get to the start and stop. And okay, still in the G36. Let's see where we're headed. We are headed set a course for the Sparebank in Soy Arena. Once in the air again, set course to the southwest and fly 31 nautical miles. And you'll pass Sparebank in Soy Arena on the shore of the beautiful Topdals Fjord. So let's set our course for 221 degrees. 200, am I going the right way? Yeah. 221. 200. I should just hit the heading bug. We're almost there. So pretty much straight out. And we'll tell autopilot to follow the heading bug. Now last time the altitude didn't work. So we'll see if it does this time. If not, I'll just have to do it manually. And let's see, anything else we're missing? No. Although then it's probably not going to capture my altitude. Alrighty, so we just need to figure out now where we think we're going. So we're going pretty much straight out for 10 minutes, which is probably going to lead us to here, I bet. Or maybe even farther. So what we'll just fly for 10.5 minutes and see where it puts us, and that's what we'll look at. When we get through, we'll talk about the next thing. Actually, we'll talk about the next thing en route because it's so close. Yeah. Alrighty, hopefully my microphone isn't peaking out because I'm talking louder than normal because it's not as late at night. I said in the last video too. So here we go, let's get underway. We're looking for the arena. We'll talk about that place en route. And then I'm really nervous about this leg not counting. I'm really freaking nervous. Oops, let's get flaps down to 1, parking brake off and firewall it. Okay, parking brake was off already. There we go. Yeah, I'm probably going to talk about the leg thing not counting throughout the video because that's what's on my mind. I'll try to enjoy it along the way, but yeah, I'll just tell us if we have a global issue with all the bush trips or if it's just that Sweden one that we had to abandon for now. Brakes us off the wheels, gear coming up, and let's climb out of here manually, get over those power lines, and flaps coming up, and start the clock. There we go. And look out the window for a moment while we still hand fly. Looking good. The reason why I'm hand flying is because I'm going quite steeply to get over these trees. And then we'll engage autopilot and it'll turn us and it'll bring us down a little bit. There we go. Nice. So we're looking for the timer. 10.5 minutes on this heading, and it'll tell us, you know, where we're going. That'll tell us where this town is. Arena, I guess. Alrighty, that's it. I assume if you're watching this video, you've seen some other bush trip videos because this is leg 2. So, you know the drill. Sightseeing. I cut down the time for you watching, however, you don't miss anything visually, and I'll talk about the next place as we go. As far as what are, oh, look at that. As far as what are you missing? Nothing. I'm just keeping an eye on my speed so we don't overspeed. You see that thing flash and go away. What the heck? Just make sure you don't overspeed and make sure you don't crash into anything. And that's it, really. Just keep an eye on where we're going, and yeah. Are we going the right 221? Was that right? 221. Okay, I guess we're headed down there, and I will see you in a little bit. Cutting the sightseeing already because I don't understand what's going on. Because let's check this out a second here. 221, right? Heading 221, heading 221, and this isn't screwed up this time because remember the last bush trip this started in the wrong spot. So 221. However, when I looked at Google Maps, we're supposed to be going down here. The arena. So if you look at the water there and the fjord there, the arena is supposed to be right here. So why is this sending us up here? We all saw it together, right? 221 degrees for 10 minutes. 221 degrees. Now if there's a bunch of wind, like insane wind blowing us off, of course that's one thing, but we're in the right spot. And are we going to capture at 4,000? I guess we'll see that together too. So something screwed up with this bush trip because we're supposed to be, and hasn't been 10 minutes. It's been 3.5 minutes. So the arena's supposed to be down there. It wasn't 10 minutes. Is there something wrong with this? No. I mean, am I looking at the wrong thing on the map? No. Okay, I don't know. I guess we're gonna move on then. How bizarre. Let's see, where's Christian Sand? First of all, wait, let's capture 4,000 feet. Let's see if it captured it for us. Otherwise, where is Christian Sand? And hang on, let's see if it captures. I'll tell you where Christian Sand is. And I bet it flies us right through it. Yeah, it's still saying 700 feet per minute. Yep. So we gotta hit that to cancel and then do instant altitude. Well, let's stop this because that's pointless right now. And keep an eye on our speed. And Christian Sand, I looked it up because that was wrong. It was wrong. It's right here. It's okay, right past that airport. That's not where we're going. No, but basically this is heading us to the direction of Christian Sand. And what heading did it say to do? 239 from the port, but it's correct right now, 221. It's perfect. So they basically gave the wrong heading here. That's the wrong heading, and that's wrong distance too, because it's way back here. So something is wrong. I think these are supposed to be flipped. Not the 239, but the distance. Unless there's another arena with the same name up here. Because it says 1 minute away. I don't know. Maybe Google Maps is wrong. I don't know. Just a bit further. So the city's in the right spot. But this place wasn't. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure somebody can figure that out for us. So let's close that up. When we get here, we'll talk about the next POI. And hopefully that one's right. Only time will tell. Anyway, there's your update. I'm going to keep an eye on my speed and turning loose to some sightseeing. I'll see you when we get to that airport looking thing, which is actually just off the nose already, isn't it? We're just hauling, aren't we? Alright, so the airport is coming in view, so we're already there, like, way faster than this is all supposed to happen. This is very strange. Anyway, so we're gonna get just over that airport, and then the next thing we need to do is turn 246 degrees to get to Mandal. So let's do that now. From Crystalland, fly southwest of Mandal, a wonderful town located on the mouth of the Mandal River. So it's on a river, so 246 for 6 minutes. Let's put that away. Do 246, which is here, like that. Start the timer for 6 minutes, huh? Okay, so that's over here somewhere. 6 minutes, really. Okie dokie. We'll see if that actually is right. I don't know if I trust this right now. Not sure if I trust this right now. Alrighty. It's the mouth of a river, which means the rivers are here. I don't know. I really don't trust this. We'll see how this goes. If I don't see anything in a couple minutes, then I will look at Google Maps. I don't like looking at Google Maps because I kind of feel like I'm cheating. But this bush trip leg is all hosed. So anyway, that's the update for this leg. Oh, that's gorgeous. I will let you do some sightseeing here, and I will figure out where we're going, and I'll join you in a moment. Alright, I'm pretty sure you've spotted our town, which is right here. So, again, their heading was a little off, or maybe perhaps I turned too soon at Froland or whatever it's called. Let's stop that because it doesn't apply anymore. Let's just get a little closer to the town before we turn for our next leg, just so we're closer on track to where they want us to be. So I don't know if that was my fault by turning too soon, or they just didn't give me good directions. Who knows? But anyway, that's our town. I'm quite confident of it. So as we fly there, let's read about what is next. Next, we're going to go to Farsund. 21 miles west-northwest of Mandal lies Farsund, a coastal city in the far southwestern part of Norway. Maybe that's why it's called Farsund. Very well could be. And we'll just have to see if the directions get us there. 274 degrees. Who knows? We'll turn there in a moment. Where are we? Are we over our city? Just about. Let's hop outside and enjoy the view as we approach the city. I'll leave you with this view for a couple seconds, and then we'll make our turn. Alright, this is also kind of implying to me that we can probably come down in altitude a little bit. So let's nose down. Whoops. Vertical speed first. Nose down. There you go. A nice slow descent. Bring back throttle so we don't overspeed. Put more throttles back. Thank you. And there's the town. We're going to make our turn, so we should be able to see it. We're turning to what? 274. So can I do it from here like this, do you think? 40, 50. Can I see that far? Because I want to look. I don't know if that's the right number or not. I just want to look out the window. So we'll fix our heading in a second once we're done looking out the window over our town. There we go. How close was I? I was 4 off. Not bad for 43-year-old eyes. And we'll start our clock. And we're headed to Farsund, about 7 minutes out at this heading, providing everything is back in alignment now. Then after that, only 2 miles away, 2 minutes away, we'll have the airport. Surrounded by grass along the water. And yeah, hopefully while we do sightseeing here in a minute, I'll keep an eye on our altitude, you don't run into anything. We zoom in a little bit more just because I want to see the airport as it comes in. No airport yet. Oh, there it is. Lima. Yep, Lima Indigo. So there we go. So basically we're going to the town wherever that is. I'll have to use a timer to find it. And then there's an airport 2 minutes away. So the airport is there. The town is probably in here. So I'm guessing this is our town. And then we'll get to the airport after that. So there we go, a couple minutes of flight, and I will see you in a little bit. Alright, let's see. Let's stop descending for a second just because we're getting kind of close to the terrain. So let's just do that. Ooh, we're getting kind of fast too. Not quite there. Our town, like I said, I believe is up here. I just wanted to tell you that I'll stop our descent so we didn't hit anything. So I think our town is up in here somewhere. Alright, it looks gorgeous. Let's go back to this view. This back there was gorgeous. I hope I kept enough of it in, but there's more. Look at that. See, this scenery is so much better than the last leg. I talked about that in the previous video. So I don't know why the scenery is so much better, but it is. Way better. Look at that. Holy moly guacamole. Alright, that could be a screenshot actually. Alright, I think I'm gonna get back to sightseeing for a second. I just want to chime in because I'm doing a bunch of things in this airplane and you're missing a lot of it, like navigation, checking the map, checking our speed, checking our altitude, our descent rates, all this stuff. So part of you being with me is to know what I'm doing. So there we go, we're headed right for the town, which I assume is in this area, and then right onto the airport. So far so good. We're going to stay at this altitude because we're kind of close to the ground. Can I go faster without getting an overspeed warning and then crashing it after we do the leg? Let's not push it. I'm watching my speed. Alright, see you in a minute. Alright, everything's looking good, and there's our town up here. We're flying over it, can't really see it because we're over it. And we need to land an airplane. There it is right there. Just going under the wing. I'm pretty sure that's it. Okie dokie. You have to land an airplane. What's the orientation of the runway of this place? Oh, there we go. Dogleg to the right. Oh, there it is. Right there. Okay. Time to take control of our own aircraft. We can stop that and actually put it away so we don't have to look at it. And throttles back, props forward, fuel's already forward, gears down. I guess we can do gear this fast. To add some drag and help slow us down. And we're gonna land, descend, and slow down. Throttles back for both at the moment. And we'll see how this goes. Can we look outside one final time? I think so. Oh, those rocks look cool. I really want to see that town better. I don't know if I was able to tell you all, but I don't think it's going to happen. Alright, put that camera away. Hop inside. Let's fly an airplane. Trim back. I'm really yanking on the yoke right now. There we go. I like this plane. It's very nimble. And it's quick. And it jumps over the candlestick. First set of flaps. Pitch down for speed throttles so we don't descend. And over this little farm we go. And we're about to have the moment of truth that's been bugging me for a couple days now. Will this count and let us move to leg 3? Or does the bug from Sweden apply to all bush trips where you can only progress if you keep going without leaving the sim? Second set of flaps. And we are seconds away from finding out. I really hope that bug is just Sweden. I really hope so. We're about to find out here, but let's enjoy the final few moments of this leg as we fly over the little village. Whoops. Let's get back on track. Every time we look around, even for a second, it really screws us up. And that's without wind. Imagine if we had wind. Alright, here we go. Ooh, I'm nervous to find out if we can continue. Alright. Throttles back, so we descend. Pitch up to lose some speed, but not too much speed. Aim for those numbers. And here we go. Alright, throttles are at idle, slight flare. We're stalling? Okay, whatever. I don't care. And there we go. Ground effects saved us. So we had a very, very smooth landing, actually. A little bit to the left, but who cares? Flaps coming in. Step on the brakes. Here we go. Do we get to move to leg 3, or is this bugged as well? There's my save icon. And we don't get to move on. Okay, so it's a bug for all the bush trips. If you leave the bush trip, you can't progress. Oh my goodness. I mean, the only common thing between the Norway and Swedish one is that they're both from World Update 5. I mean, I could try some flights from World Update 6 and see if the bug applies to those as well. But I have that deflated sinking feeling right now. Yep. Okay, well that's it. I guess we're gonna hang up this bush trip too until the bug is fixed. So that's 2 bush trips we started that we're just gonna shelve. Did something hit us? What was that? 2 bush trips are shelved until we figure out what's going on. Oh man. I mean, like I said, I could try a couple more bush trips and see if it applies to everything. But I'm feeling too deflated. So anyway, if you want to see the suspense of when we continue this, if it's going to be in a month, couple months, never, whatever, I'm going to submit a Zendesk ticket. And if you guys want to as well, then that gets on their radar. Otherwise, like and subscribe to see what happens in the future of the bush trips, and I'll see you next time.